All right, and thank you for joining us again for the Alaska Statewide Special Education Conference videos on Google progress monitoring through Google Apps for Education. The very last step of this whole workflow that I've created is using Google Sites to communicate the um, the information that you're collecting to your team. And by team, I'm defining this as the classroom teacher and the paraeducators and my principal. I am not inviting parents to view this data through this portal. I don't know that I would necessarily want to involve them in that kind of that real time sort of process sort of a thing. And the question that people always have is, what about security? Well, I'm going to get into showing you how to lock down your Google site so that only the teacher that has that student in their class can see that student's data, and they cannot see the data of the other students in other teachers' classes. And I also have it open so that my principal can see all the data, I can see all the data, the paraeducators that work with me can see all the data, but that the teachers can only see the data of the students that they have in their class. And then the next part of that whole question of security is the data secure? And from my perspective and my belief, the data and the information that is a part of the Google service is more secure than my Alaska USA Federal credit union account, because I trust the security systems that Google has in place more than I trust my own credit union. And that's how I feel about that. The data, from my perspective, is secure. So I have here, I've navigated to sites.google.com, and I'll just go ahead and hit return and see what happens. And because I'm signed in, it directs me to my school district's account. These are all the websites that I have either created or been invited to participate in. And here is the website that I showed you in the first video, where I have the our test stuff set up. So I can go ahead and open that. And here it is. Here's our form page. And there's our form. So the question is how to create a website in Google Sites. Well, you simply hit this create button. You can go through the templates, but you can switch templates later on. You give your site a name and you hit create, and that's it. And that gives you a very basic site. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel right now because I don't need to create anymore. And go over here to this, which is the basic site. And the next part that I need to show you is how to create a page in here. So I would go to create page, click that, and it pops up with a similar menu to what we saw before. I'll say name your page, and I'm going to say this page will be IEP meeting times. There are a variety of different pages you can use. Web page announcements functions like a blog. File cabinet is what I've set up on my personal homepage for this course, where I'm listing all the resources. List and start page. We actually just want a basic web page. It gives you the option here whether or not you want to put it at the top level or under form, because form is selected. If I don't like either of those options, I can click choose a different location, and I want to put it under home. So that's where I'm going to put it, under home, and I'm going to hit create. It's creating the page, and there it is under home. See, I can collapse home. Under home is IEP meeting times. Okay, and it pulls up this editor automatically, and this editor looks and is a lot like Microsoft Word. The next, or Google Documents or whatever else. The next part here is how do you go to insert the form that we've been creating, or the form that we've been working on? Well, you go to insert, and then over here in this menu we have chart. That's where you go to insert chart, but under there we have drive, document, drawing, folder, form, image presentation, such as this one, spreadsheet, video. This is how you can put in a video from your Google Drive account that isn't on YouTube. Google Plus, Group, Hangouts, Map, and then here's how you insert a YouTube video. And so we want to insert a form. So I go Insert Form, pulls up this menu. Here's a form. This is the one that we were working on just a moment ago. I hit Select. It comes up with this. Do I want a border around it? Sure. Do I want to include title? Sure. Height, width. I'm going to delete this out because it says leave empty if you want it to be the full width of the screen. I hit Save, and it has this widget. This is what we call a little widget in here, and you can't actually see the form until you save the page, because this is a little piece of programming code that tells the web page to pull information from somewhere else and display it here. And the properties just simply gets back into where we were. You can left justify, center, right, and wrap text, that sort of thing. But we're just going to hit save. It's saving. Oh, and here it is. We've already responded. Okay, so we can refresh. Is that gonna? Where's my format? Okay, so let me pull up that form. Let's see what happens. Forms, google.com. Is this the form? Yeah. So I want to, only one person requires login. Okay, so that's saved now. Go back over here, hit refresh, and there it is. There's our form, and it's embedded. All right, and in the next video, I'm going to go over how to lock this web page down so that only certain people can see it. Thanks.